See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night. Little light is shining through the window, lets me know everything's alright. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walk on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing her tune, and I come home from a hard day's work, and you're waiting there, all care in the world. See the smile waiting in the kitchen, food cooking on the plates for two.
Good afternoon, Ram Nation. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we honor our nation and those who have and continue to serve it. Randallstown High School's color guard will present the colors. It is my honor to welcome RHS Class of 2022 Chief of Staff, Kayla Mobley, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. You may be seated. Good afternoon and welcome, parents, families, faculty and staff, honored guests, and most importantly, the graduating members of the Randallstown High School class of 2022. I am Michael Jones, and I am honored to stand before all of you as the proud principal of Randallstown High School. This afternoon, we are honored by many special guests. Joining us to my immediate right are Dr. Miriam Yarbrough, Deputy Superintendent of Baltimore County Public Schools. Ms. Mildred Chartley Green, Chief of Staff of Baltimore County Public Schools. Ms. Kyria Joseph, Executive Director of School Support and Achievement for Baltimore County Public Schools. The Honorable Ms. Makita Scott, Board of Education Member. The Honorable Ms. Molly Joes, Board of Education Member. Mr. Christian Thomas, BCPS Student Board of the Education Member. Also joining us today is Mr. Mark Johnson, Senior Class Advisor. Mr. David Robinson, Senior Class Advisor. Ms. Christina Boxley, Senior Class Counselor. We also have Councilman Julian E. Jones, Jr., Baltimore County Councilman, District 4. Delegate Benjamin T. Brooks, Sr., Maryland State Delegate, District 10. Delegate Adrian Jones, Maryland State Delegate, District 10. Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House. Delegate Jay Jalisi, Maryland State Delegate, District 10. Mr. Glenn Haas, Senior Class Administrator and RHS Assistant Principal. Ms. Kelly Smith, RHS Assistant Principal. Mr. Jonathan Hughes, RHS Assistant Principal. And Dr. Roderick Hobbs, BCPS Administrator. Additionally, and most importantly, joining us on the stage to my far right are our RHS scholars. We have Ms. Precious Oforji, RHS Valedictorian, and Ms. Crystal Prempe, RHS Salutatorian. And last, but most certainly not least, I'm joined by Mr. Mark Stevens, RHS Senior Instructor, and our RHS class officers of the class of 2022 and the top 5% of our academic performers. Let's give them a round of applause. And so again, good afternoon, family, friends, colleagues, distinguished guests, and most importantly, our graduates. As we each reflect on the last 4 years of our lives, there are many words that come to mind that can encompass all of our thoughts and understandings of the whirlwind we have overcome. As we cherish this moment, I want us to focus on the words that will make today meaningful and memorable. One word that should resonate with everyone here is journey. Oxford Languages defines journey as the act of moving from one place to another. Whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, all of us have evolved in thought, words, and action. Some of those journeys ended in triumph, while others presented new challenges. Throughout each journey, our intent was to symbolize our excellence and succeed by any means. Your attitudes and behaviors aligned with the best you had to offer in that moment, and you anticipated the eventual result to appreciate at the end of the journey. What many of us also found is that the gift at the end of our journey isn't always tangible. Although you will be receiving diplomas today, that isn't the biggest gift that you all will share. The greatest offering today is a greater sense of progress, liberation, and freedom. Students, this journey will prove to be extraordinarily freeing. No matter what happened and who tried to stop you, you now have the evidence to know that all of the gossip and doubt was just noise. It didn't define you, it didn't change your determination, and most importantly, today is proof that the trials of your individual journeys could not hold you back. So as we celebrate all of your hard work, also realize that today is a new beginning. And as your new chapters bring joy and success, it may also bring some disappointment. And although that may be terrifying, know that disappointment comes with the beauty of clarity, and with clarity comes conviction and true originality. Continue to listen to your supporters, allow them to encourage your development, be unique, and amazing things will happen. Graduates, as you move forward, keep in mind that your journey has shown you that the greatest opportunity for progress often comes directly at the end of the struggle. Life won't always give you what you want, not because you don't deserve it, but because sometimes you actually deserve more. You are the fruit of your ancestors' wildest hopes and dreams, and you absolutely deserve the abundance of excellence that this world has to offer. Capture it, seize every moment, and continue to author the future chapters of your endless journey. Be blessed, be humble, and continue to be great. Congratulations and best of luck to the Randallstown High School class of 2022.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. It is with great pleasure that I welcome to the podium Deputy Superintendent of Baltimore County Public Schools, Dr. Miriam Yarbrough.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Randallstown High School and graduating seniors. Can everyone give our seniors another round of applause, please? Thank you. It is my honor to bring greetings on behalf of our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Darrell L. Williams. Welcome staff, administrators, family members, and friends. To all the loved ones in the audience and those joining us via live stream, I know that you are so proud right now. We are as well. You have stood beside your graduate with encouragement, love, joy, excitement, uncertainty, and now fond memories. I thank you for your support. To our Randallstown High School staff and administrators, thank you for your continuous commitment to our students and for building strong relationships to prepare our students to be college and career ready. You have created a strong program for all. Thank you, Principal Jones and administrative team, for your leadership and guidance. Students have said that staff push for excellence at Randallstown and provide guidance, especially with course selections, support, mentorship, and above all, show that they care. To the class of 2022, enjoy this moment. You have completed another chapter of life and reached a milestone in your educational career. If there is a will, there is certainly a way. Please know that there are no limits on what you can accomplish in life. I have all the hope in the world that you will achieve your dreams, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Before you leave today, thank a teacher, a counselor, administrator, a loved one, and then come back and tell us how you're doing. Reach back and mentor someone in need. Do your best, continue to follow your dreams, learn, explore, and keep making us proud. We claim you forever as Team BCPS alumni. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Yarbrough, for sharing those words of inspiration. It is my honor to introduce to you a shining example of excellence from the class of 2022. Please join me in welcoming and honoring the salutatorian of the class of 2022, Ms. Crystal Prempe.
Thank you, Principal Jones, for your kind introduction. Good afternoon. I'm Crystal Prempe, and I'm so honored to stand here before you today as your Class of 2022 salutatorian. I want to speak to you about three things: goals, guidance, and self-discovery. To start off, I'd like to tell you a story about my high school experience. When I first got to high school, I didn't have any goals for myself. You know how some people have a dream school or a dream job? I didn't have any of that. I even remember my mom told me that I had the potential to be in front of you making a speech at graduation today, but at the time I didn't know what she was talking about. Looking back, my mom was actually one of the main reasons I started taking my education seriously. I also remember looking in the mirror and reflecting on the school year at the end of my freshman year, and realizing my academic potential and my potential as a student leader. It was at that point that I decided I no longer wanted to simply pass my classes, but I wanted to start improving myself. So I started writing goals. I challenged myself to get all A's, join clubs, make new friends, etc. I didn't realize it then, but those goals opened doors for me to step out of my comfort zone, meet incredible people, and make great memories that I'll never forget. But the most important goal of all was making sure that I enjoyed the little moments that made every day special for me. I realized just how significant enjoying the people and experiences of my life meant to me. So I decided that no matter what, I would take time to eat lunch with my friends in our 10th grade English class, organize events for SGA and SAD, and do other things that truly made me happy. I hope that as we all grow, we remind ourselves to value the little things that are important to us. I'm so lucky to have gotten the chance to witness each student's growth over these past 4 years. We survived a pandemic, political unrest, and finding ourselves as teenagers. And despite everything, we are still here. We've gone from not having snacks in the vending machines at lunch for acting up to walking on the stage today celebrating our achievements. I'm very proud of how far we've all come, but would like to remind the class of 2022 to never settle. It is okay not to know what you want in life just yet. Explore and find your own passion no matter how long it takes. Finally, I would like to thank my parents, my older sister, and all the teachers and advisors that have helped me through my academic journey and left an impact on me. Specifically, Principal Jones, Ms. Stein, Mrs. Roberts, Mrs. Ciroli, Ms. Carey, Mrs. Ellerby, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Olson, and so many others. I stand here because of you, and because of your support, I'm happy to announce that I'm going to UMBC as a Premier Scholar to pursue a degree in Public Health. Rams Nation, this one is for you. Congratulations to us. Now let's go change the world. It is now with great honor that I introduce our class of 2022 valedictorian, Ms. Precious Aforji.
Good afternoon, parents, teachers, counselors, administrators, honored guests, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. As I stand here today, I can't help but think about a book I used to love reading as a little girl. It was a Dr. Seuss book called Oh, the Places You'll Go. In it, Seuss talks about life being this amazing journey we must prevail through with many twists and turns. It stuck with me because as I reflect on this tiny part of this journey we call life, I think back to my freshman year of high school. Walking through the halls of Randallstown High School, I remember feeling so small. Somehow the walls seemed to tower over me as I struggled to find each new class. Now, those walls couldn't feel any smaller. And not just because I've grown 2 inches since then, but because I've grown as an individual. I've watched us all grow as individuals. I've watched us grow from young, naive freshmen into brilliant young adults. We have filled those walls with memories filled with fun-filled pep rallies, cramming for exams, or taking the long way to class. But alas, today we bid goodbye to those walls. We celebrate the highs, the lows, the victories, the defeats, because it certainly wasn't easy to get here. Algebra 2 definitely made sure of that. But nonetheless, we made it. Despite all the world had to throw at us, a pandemic, an onslaught of social injustices such as police brutality, or rising political tensions, we made it. And we still have so much more to accomplish. As the diplomas we receive here today will not just mark the end of a journey of our high school experience, but also signify the beginning of a lifelong journey. A journey to becoming the next generation of teachers, nurses, doctors, lawyers, lawmakers, entrepreneurs, musicians, athletes, artists, and so much more. Whatever path it may be, I know that we will succeed, for we are a class defined by our resilience. A resilience proven so strong, it may at times turn to stubbornness, and I know some of our parents can attest to that, but even in the face of that slight flaw, I hope we carry this resilience for the rest of our lives. I hope we are resilient to the doubts of those who say we can't. I hope we are resilient even when a situation seems out of our control. And I hope we are resilient to all the stresses and obstacles the world has to offer. Remember that book I mentioned I loved to read as a child? Well, the ending goes like this. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Buxton or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Ali, Valen, Allen, O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Get on your way, class 2022. Congratulations to you all.
Thank you for that, Crystal and Precious. We will now be graced in song by our Randallstown High School choir as they sing Something Inside So Strong by Labi Sifre.
The more you refuse to hear my voice, the louder I will sing. I will sing, I will sing louder. You hide behind walls of Jericho. Your lies will come tumbling. Oh yeah. Deny my place in time. You squander wealth that's mine. My light will shine so brightly it will blind you. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong. Something inside so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no. Something inside so strong. Oh, something inside so strong.
Thank you, RHS Choir, for your inspirational performance. May the members of the Randallstown High School class of 2022 please stand. I would like to call to the podium the Baltimore County Board of Education members, Ms. Scott and Ms. Jones, and the student member, Mr. Thomas. Ms. Scott, Ms. Jones, and Mr. Thomas, on behalf of Randallstown High School, I hereby certify the students standing before you this day as having fulfilled all the requirements established by the Baltimore County Public Schools and the Maryland State Department of Education, and who are now eligible to receive their high school diplomas. It is my pleasure to present to you the Randallstown High School class of 2022.
Good afternoon, Randallstown.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
As members of the Board of Education of Baltimore County, we certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by Baltimore County Public Schools and the state of Maryland. By the power vested in us, we hereby declare the class of 2022 to be graduates of Randallstown High School. Congratulations!
Graduates, you may be seated. I think we're extremely special today because we had our Board of Education members working in concert, and so this might be a first for us. Audience, as we're receiving our graduates, I ask that Deputy Superintendent Dr. Yarborough, Ms. Chartley Green, Executive Director Joseph, and RHS Assistant Principals, along with our Board of Education members, to form a receiving line as we prepare to welcome each member of the RHS class of 2022. Mr. Mark Stevens, RHS educator, will have the pleasure of announcing each graduate's name as diplomas are awarded.
Marcellus Cornell McQueen. Sharon Ayatumawa Idubu. Adabasola Ifualawa Adadepo. Samuel Bajulai. Kayla Morgan Mobley. Joseph Ojomua. Halimat Lolade Adenuga. Jasmine Lakia Jones. Esther Eniola Kende. Micaiah Taylor Naomi Monroe. Clinton Iguin. Oluchi, right? Precious Oluchi Aforji. Rhoda Similolua Ojo. Eldon Enoch Philistine. Crystal Prempe. Laura Crystal Seepersad. Sandeep Singh Sunny. Justice Ezra Abdi Richardson. Olamide Abagunde. Brian David Abercrombie. Michael Dwayne Addison. Joseph Tyreek Adu Jr. Teslamat Adabumi Adabayi. Aurelia Lua Glory Adabasoye. Olawashun Adeni. Rita Oluchi Agala. Ugona Princeton Ogusi. Taiwo Timitope Akogan. Darrell Daytwan Aldridge. Glory Amarachi Allison. Daniel Honoro. Amazing Grace Adenobi. Osaraman. Faith Asaraman Aribaman. Nicholas Tyler Armstrong. Michael Amante Arrington. Anjavir Singh Asi. Jemiah Marie Austin. Tatiana Monique Austin. Michael Ayotunde Ayodele. Naeja Elissa Baird. Jaden Montre Bannerman. Joseph Bannerman. Lanaya Jarrell Barber. Kayla Nicole Bass Knight McLean. Joshua Emmanuel Bass. Melody Lachelle Bass. Alicia Dion Beads. Janelle Belcher Compton. Say your first name again. Tanija Marie Antoinette Bell. Elijah Lee Berry. Ronald Blackston. Nabriah Bonds. Jonaya Tavanya Bowman. Rodney Anthony Bowser. Christopher Jordan Brody. Jasmine Renee Brooks. Jana Marcia Brown. Misa Anika Brown. Rakim Marquise Brown Copage. Tyreek Quinton Bryant. Jakayla Butler. London Monet Campbell Rhodes. Gael Kennedy. Omar Vladimir Cheveria Gutierrez. Anyakizi Shea. Tanisha Thea Sharonfont. Christian Evander Coles. Tyren Cone. Michaela Angel Connor. Garielle Andrea Costin. Kanyelle Cotman. Antoine Wayne Cox. Denaya Curry. Ayamide Lukman Dada. Isaiah Darden. Gerard Davis. Madison Vashti Day. Cameron Lewis Delgado. Boubacar Diallo. Brianne Cherie Dickens. Mia Michelle Dorsey. Jayla Malin Duncan. Brandon Anthony Dwyer. Brian Edlow Jr. Noah Justin Edwards. Kindred Shaylin Eubanks. Robert Anthony Kendall Ferguson. Derek Fitzhugh. Taylor Tanasia Foster. Gerald Gardner III. Stefan Love Glaze. Sean Goodwin Jr. Darius James Graham. Montrell Graves. Janae LaShawn Green. Jalen Xavier Green. Carmen Marissa Gregg. Jeffrey Eric Hall. Muhammad Haidera. Thank you. Ryan Silas Hall. Rashad Hamilton. James Montez Hamlin. Keon Harper. Naya Victoria Harvey. Michael Jose Hernandez Soto. Michaela Emma Hill. Sophia Imani Hilliard. Tyren Marquise Hines. Andre Jaheim Holloway. Julius Holmes. Hecty Gifty Howard. Toluwani Gloria Idowu. Victor Imade Ezekor. Jalen Leroy Jackson. Robert Jules Jacobs. Jaden Darren Jeffers. Okay, help me. Darren Sola Adeshewa Jibodu. Madison Johnson. Samaya Jamari Johnson. Tell me your name. Aaliyah Joins. Asia Monique Jones. India Janae Jones. Carice Alexis Jones. Khalil Kareem. Keyshawn Kelch. Jalen Brianna Kennard. Taylor Langham. Anthony Dante Leonard Jr. Asia Monet Logan. Henson Lewis. Lovely Talana Lewis. Zanaya Lene Loney. Akira Janelle Loyal. Brian Kendrick Lynch Jr. Darian Leandre Light. Talia Shanae Major. Marshall Britt Mason II. Trinity Samira McCray. Precious Sky McDonald. Faith Amaya Mealy. Fabiola Maia. Kishana Caprice Miller. Kenyon Lamin Mitchell. Luxel James Maliko Jouba. Montreal Elijah Moore. Avante Richard Morgan. Jemiah Empoy. Demaya Monet Murphy. Jordan Michaela Murphy. Joseph Donnell Newsom. Joy Neve Newton. Daniel Nguyen. Karen Lisbeth Nolasco. Daniel Odukale. Destiny Ogechi Oforji. Karen Blessing. Asudamijin Ogadugu. No, I won't mess it up. Okay, okay, kid. Jeremiah Okiki. Udman Malachi O'Kirson. Elijah Olopona. Milana. Eris Milana Owens. Oh, God. Sahara Savetta Owens. Malik Parker. Miles Parsons. Cameron Charles Victor Patty. Kimar Jeremiah Peart. Aaron Dwayne Pinkney. Help me. Kiki Olua. Okikiolua Favor Papula. Eric Lewis Porter. Amari Aaliyah Randall. Joshua Zechariah Rivas. Isaiah Ricks. Jatia Nazel Ricks. Raheem Rayshawn Robinson. Amira Malika, Roscoe. Christian Rowe. Sydney Sargent. Kamian Scott Jr. Jalen Scott. Mariah Angel Scott. Sanylin Scott. Amaya Michelle Serrano. Franklin Donnell Sessions Jr. Anthony Cornelius Shipman. Ashley Brachet Shipman. Fidat Shitu. Antonio Smith. Denisha Smith. Jabria Capri Smith. Russell Smith. Tyson Smith. Nicolette St. Rose. Akira Michonne Stanley. Tanasia Akai Stanley. Shondi Toye Stevenson. Imari Shawnice Stinnett. Bryce Strickland. Edward George Talaferro Jr. Ulafakayo Moses Tani. Jamani Micah Thomas. Corey Dwayne Torrance. Lachey Victoria Daniel Toria Turner Jackson. Jamia Tutt. Franklin Yuansk. Tamaya Rainier Von Hendricks. Mason Stefan Wadi. Hezekiah Washington Jr. Tori Dakota Watson. Quentin Anthony Wells. Michaela Wheeler. Maya Rainey Whitaker. Shayna Amari Quincy White. Jimmy Williams. Amaria Janae Williams. Sean Michael Williams. DeBron Joseph Wingfield. Jalen Wright. Jeremiah Lee Wright. Tyrell Leroy Montague.
And now that all of the names have been read and we witnessed the excellence of 2022, I'd like to call the president of the class of 2022, Mr. Marcellus McQueen, to the stage. For one final gesture to make your graduation official. Marcellus?
All right. Would the class of 2022 please stand? All right. To mark the completion of our journey as graduates of Randallstown High School, please join me in turning your tassels from the right side to the left side. Congratulations, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, please honor our graduates by remaining in the stands until all graduates and stage participants have recessed out of the arena. You will be able to join your graduates outside on the patio where you entered the arena. Graduates, remain standing and prepare for your recessional to transition from Randallstown High School into the world that awaits you. Congratulations.
Let's talk about love. Is it anything in there?
to me. You and all your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises all in your conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing motherfucker, I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you're dealing with. A smart percentage you I'm building with. I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning. On my mama, that's the realest shit.
Let's talk about love. Using anything and everything you offer. I never feel it hard. I never feel it hard.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Skin cold when the ego gets to talking. I get involved like a rebound. Got no end game, got no ways out. Got to stay down. It's the way that you're making me feel like nobody ever loved me like you do, you do. And you kinda feel like you're trying to get away from me. If you do, I won't move. I ain't just cry for no reason. I ain't just pray for no reason. I give thanks for the day, for the hours, and another way, another life breathing. I did it all cause I feel good. I wouldn't do it all if you feel bad. Better live your life. We're running out of time. Let's talk about love. Anything you wait for. Cause maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are
Let's talk about love. Using anything and everything you offer. I never feel it hard. I never feel it hard.
Cause maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Maybe the night that my tears might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.